Good morning, gamers. Variety Sunday, and today's variety is Path to Nowhere. Ooh boy, very variety. Very variety. Seriously, I feel like playing Path to Nowhere, so I'm playing Path to Nowhere, even though it's Variety Day. A week from today, Variety Day will be Risk of Rain 2. But today, the variety is more Path to Nowhere. Congratulations. We have variety on our Variety Day. There you go. That's the way I'm putting it. Okay. My music is super quiet. You know what? It's going to stay quiet. It's on the quiet side. So, trust me, it's there. It exists. Okay, I'll turn it up a little bit. Okay, there you go. There's music. Okay, we are doing Data Crevice, and then we're doing RotD. Just getting this stuff out of the way. I haven't touched Data Crevice yet. I hear some people are really struggling with it, and then I hear others are saying it's a breeze. So, don't know anything about it. Okay, use sphere. Got it. Again, Data Crevice is... Hold on, I should go back and explain Data Crevice, because I understand some people are really struggling with it lately. So they added a new feature into Data Crevice, where up here it tells you exactly what you need to do to win the stage, right under the title, right above the recommended level. Continuously inflict fear on enemies to help the duck complete one lap around the arena. So, I'm assuming that... Oh, it also tells you the level info here, which is really nice. Duck's movement speed depends on the number of mobs in the fear state. Maximum speed is reached when 5 mobs are in the fear state. Okay, so yeah, it's all about putting enemies in fear and letting the duck run away fueled by fear. So, I'm just going to use the Reforged 11 team. Reforged 11, that whole mumbo jumbo has a lot of fears going on. We can also throw in some others. We have Zoya inflicts fear. This game mode will be much easier when they implement tags, because they do have this new feature in China, where you can sort all of your centers based on their tags. So for instance, you click on like the fear tag, and anybody and everybody who can inflict fear will show up. So, we're going to bring LL because she can sort of... Oh, we can only bring 4 people. Okay, instead of Zoya, I'm going to bring LL to keep giving energy to Infer. And that'll help us generate more fears that way. Okay, the mobs are off on the side of the board. So I'm just going to put him in fear there. He did not care one bit. Okay, there's 3 people in fear. There's more people in fear. I don't know why I have that 3 times speed, but I do. Let's go ahead and put LL in fear too. Just keep giving energy to Infer and let her spam away. Eve, you are now fearing people. And it looks like letting them leak is fine. We're just over here just spamming fears. I can core break this guy with Infer, and that'll spread some fears. At least it should have. Put this over here, try to get a massive pop with Jack in the Box. Go ahead and apply more fears. I can't tell if we won or lost. Oh, clear the level without losing any sanity is a requirement. Hello, interesting. Hello, man, I just finished watching the Reforged Zoya vid. Yeah, I got that out super fast. Like, the news broke, like, today. So I made the video, like, as fast as I possibly could. So the quality is not my favorite. But, again, I was more interested in getting the video out fast. Is it even possible to core break one without 0? No idea. Could not tell you. I'm actually not sure how you're supposed to do this one. I kind of just did whatever the first time and it didn't work that well. Put yourself in that, and then get more energy over here. Like, these early guys are going to be the struggle point, right? Because they're the ones who spawn first. I'm sure I should be reading whatever this blue bubble is. I'm sure that's messing me up. I just didn't read what blue bubble does. Okay, I thought this was just spam fears, but if we can't leak, I actually do need to play around 11 a little bit. Doesn't look like I need to play around her too much, but at least to a small degree. Duck is almost there. We just have to stop pretty much this last guy in the corner. Try to get all of our ducks in a row. Haha, get it? Because we're racing with the duck. Haha. Use Yin Yang to help clearing. That probably works a lot, yeah. It was a bit hard for me. You're doing it right. Just spam it. I use Yin Yang. Yeah. Yeah, I figured LL plus Infer would be enough. I'm surprised that I actually had to use what's her face? My music got really loud all of a sudden. Hold on. I'm surprised I had to use 11 as much as I did, because I thought it would just be like real easy, just spam Infer, but I had to do a little bit more than spam Infer, which was interesting. Inflict weak spot on targets to remove immunity and quickly earn completion points. Destroy as many targets as possible. Targets cannot be damaged until they are marked with a weak spot. The left side of the field is a low score zone where each target grants 1 point. Right side is a high score zone where each gives 2 points. Okay, so just DPS. Still can't believe Sean just got power crept now by the new unit. The center, R-like center. Not sure who we're talking about, but I trust you. Okay, so Sean, and then we are going to we're gonna bring LL again because LL is just silly for these, and then everybody else who inflicts weak spot. There's where is it? Where is Garofano? And then we'll bring Goland. And we're going to do this without What's-Her-Face because we don't need her. God, I love Augustus. Although I am defeating the targets too fast and I'm not getting new targets. Which is a little unfortunate. This just removes weak spots, right? Doesn't actually apply them. Yeah. I can swap this, that gives me some. Then I can ult that last one. Okay, cast that. Then I can cast that. Then we can come over here and shoot that one. I don't think I have another. Yeah, no. Last Paracel charge. I'm gonna go ahead and remove these weak spots to do damage. Going to re-up this. Gonna cast that. Gonna cast this. When that goes off. Oh, I already used that. Never mind. Can't reuse Sean. Or not Sean, Grafino, because I already used both ECPs. Which is fine. I'm just trying to juggle this. Augustus stacks. Oh my god, there's so many targets. I did not expect there to be so many targets, man. Oh, I moved the wrong person. I did not complete the objectives in 100 seconds. Rough. Let them spawn for a bit? That makes sense. That does make sense. It just feels weird, like sitting back and AFKing, but yeah, that does make sense. Okay, so let's try this again, and let's use better people. Like Golan didn't do much, so I can bring like Signalinde and just give us like a bunch of stacks, and then I can continue being stubborn, or I can actually put crime brands on people. I thought this would be way easier than it is. Okay, that works for the most part. Collect all buffs, then redo stages. That's the smart way to do it. But I'm stubborn. So if I just sit here, another wave will spawn even if I don't clear this wave. Yeah, sure enough. That did nothing. Rofno, your damage is so low. Just smooth sailing with Augustus, hopefully. I think we're smooth sailing. Kind of hard to tell, honestly. Okay. We got it. I don't really understand complete all objectives in 100 seconds. I guess it just means, like, get the score total in 100 seconds. How long did we spend? 6 seconds under 100 seconds. So we got close to the limit there. But easy enough. Just be a little patient. Use your crime brands. Spam LL Sean. And then whoever your DPS is, doesn't matter. Augustus is obviously my favorite. Augustus is like crazy. But, you know, didn't need to use Augustus. I'm sure Ying Ying or some other like consistent DPS would have worked just fine as well. Okay, deal core breaking damage to the mob within the 3x3 square range to achieve instant kill. All enemies in this level carry a core. Breaking a mob's core will instantly kill it. Except for the Xenobody, who you can only deal damage, including core damage, to mobs when you are within the 3x3 square range. Interesting. So just like the Cresta Hella and team. What the fuck is this map? My head hurts from looking at this map, I'll be honest. Angel, congratulations. Probably Labyrinth. And then, like, Lysandra. Lysandra's a good core breaker. Wherever Lysandra's. The most annoying thing about Data Crevice... Lysandra over Angel. Most annoying thing about Data Crevice is changing all of your crime brands every single stage. Like, just always changing crime brands. Because you have to use so many varied centers, and you never use the same center twice. So you're just always shifting crime brands around on new people. Okay, that'll work. This is the one I was talking about. Bai works too. Be careful of the ducks. Yeah, Bai'd be very good, actually. Okay, so I just pop off with Labyrinth at the start. No need to overthink anything, just Labyrinth LOL. Excuse me? Core break? Oh, she can't core break yet because she doesn't have enough stacks. Okay, no thinking needed, just spam Labyrinth. Even if you make mistakes, Labyrinth will make up for it. Does get a little sketchy with health bars. By a little sketchy, I mean really sketchy with health bars. Jeez, how many cores are there? A lot of cores. Yeah, if you don't have Labyrinth there, then good fucking luck. That is the Labyrinth stage. Holy shit. Hey, Odomayor, how's it going? I didn't say hi to anybody else. Hey, Odomayor, hi, Raven, hey, Sishu, hey, Colt. Anybody else that I miss? I was reading when I wasn't playing, but I didn't say hi to anybody, so I'm saying hi now. Even if I'm 20 minutes late to some of those hellos. Okay, that stage is actually rough. Seishiru. Okay, I will try to remember that. Seishiru. 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 Okay, hopefully I got it. You can just Ru as Ro. Okay, Seishiru. That's a tongue twister for me. Sorry, I'm very, very American, so I get pronunciations wrong all the time. Balance dealt between both elites. Oh, balance the damage between the two elites to maximize damage. The two elite enemies in this level have an HP link. When one enemy's HP percentage falls below the other, it will gain damage reduction proportional to the difference in HP between them. Okay, so just daily damage. Got it. Yeah, I'm just spamming Augustus. I wasn't even thinking about it. I was just like, yep, this is time to just put Augustus on these 5 tiles and call it a day. We had the same idea. Good enough? Good enough. Oh, they have cores too. Well, I'm not doing anything about the cores. Oh my god, he hurts. I wasn't expecting him to hurt. Wasn't expecting him to have cores, and I was not expecting him to hurt. But with Augustus, I'm not sure either of those two facts matter. Yeah, don't think either of those either of those factors mattered because Augustus just brute forces everything. I can see why that one's troubling too. It's kind of weird to split your team like 50-50, especially when teams. Modern day Path Nowhere is all about like everybody's synergizing to make one person super strong, and then using that one person super strong to like defeat everything. So I can see why that stage is difficult for people who rely on that idea, because it's difficult to like split your damage across that wide distance. But if you have an easy answer like Augustus, like 11, then it becomes pretty easy. Just read the enemy before starting, man. Oh, it's so much work. I have to set up the field. I have to set up the crime brands. I got to read the enemies. I got to read the stage. It's too much reading. Yeah. However, Augustus. Yeah, Augustus. Just Augustus, Reforged 11. Those are like two easy answers to like split your damage between the two of them. I think Arcane Crit would struggle. I think I'm not sure about like an Umber Core. Umber Core is probably really good there. If a weak spot is viable, then weak spot would work fine. Yeah, there's a few options, but there's certainly some teams that would struggle against that setup. Like if you're trying to use a Corrin team, Corrin would really struggle doing half DPS. Okay, sandworms continuously spawn in this level. Sinners must balance survival and dealing damage. For every 5 sandworms defeated, sinners gain attack and attack speed boost, and immediately recover some HP. Okay, so why am I balancing survival? Do they hurt? Max HP true damage. Interesting. Dealing true damage over time. Yeah, they hurt. Okay, got it. Sure. Sure. Use Hamel to cheese it, but there's a lot of them. Hamel because like she can't be targeted and she just clears the stage, just not being targeted. That makes sense. Got a 99 reforged down in the comments. I saw that. Thank you for that. I didn't bother. I didn't think 99 would be important, but I saw your write down and I was like, oh yeah, that sounds like Singlinde. So I don't know why they're making 99 and Zoya like that close. Like they're not that close in the lore. But I guess just like they're both part of the Legion. Sure, why not? I wonder if Overlimit's going to be like a Legion specific Bethesda in that case. Like if we ever get a reforged Horo or like a Horo altar, I wonder if she will also go off of Overlimit. And just like the entire Legion will be Overlimits and you'll have to use them together. It'd be interesting. I'd like to see it. New team comp? Yeah, absolutely. You're going to have to play around the new mechanic at least. The fuck is this stage? Oh boy, they spawning. They spawning all right. Yeah, Crash is like anti-Umbra Core with like shadow stacking. She still has like shadow stacking, and that like slows her down dramatically. My shin is actually dying. It really depends like what her new ultimate does. Like I don't have any text for her new ultimate. Jesus, shin is struggling in that corner. So if we see like Crash's ultimate makes her somehow work with Umbra Core, like that would be interesting. but I don't know. I don't have any text for that yet. Other people might have it. I haven't seen it. Can you sandworms please stop targeting Shin? Okay, thanks. Well, we've just defeated 100 sandworms. Now we just have to stay alive. I think that's what the game's telling me. Like, congratulations, you did it, now live. Which is becoming harder to do. Because if I lose Shin, I lose all my healing. And then I become very sad. Shin, please stay alive. I don't think moving Shin to a new tile is going to help anything. I think no matter where she goes, she's in trouble. Oh, there she goes. But it doesn't matter, we can lose her. Yeah, I can definitely see why people need to cheese that with Hamel. Like, get your 100 sandworm kills, and then Hamel can't be targeted. And you just, you don't get targeted by the sandworms, and you stay alive very easily. And then you can also cheese with her damage state and kill the worms with her AoE. I can see why that's needed for some people. I just use what I know, and that's Augustus. See if Pine has an assist. That's a really good one. Yeah, Pine's a really good one. Hamel's a really good one. Who else has like instant damage when things appear? Rahu and Constant Mover. I could see it. My only thing right now, Rahu shackles. So most of like Rahu, sure, like she can get the damage because she's being attacked a lot, so she's going to spin a lot. But as far as just like staying alive, her spins don't heal her until Shackle 3. And that's kind of going to change when she gets a Reforge in a few weeks. She'll be able to stay alive easier. But like, just in terms of healing, like this is her healing right now. Her own like self-sustained healing. She has, obviously she can be healed externally, but it's kind of weird right now with Rahu because she doesn't have the self-heals, unfortunately. Not yet. Catching up on chat. Man, this Dead of Crevice is so hard as Augustus proceeds to solo. I barely managed to get min rewards. You do not target Hamel. Yeah. I have no weak spot centers, so I cannot do anything. Yeah, for that one stage, you pretty much need Sean. If you don't have Sean, then it's not possible. Although, to be fair, you don't really need Sean levels. You just need her level 1. Yeah, like Odomir said, you can... Let me check. Apply Office, Exchange. I think she's in one of these. Is it Gameplay? Yeah, Gameplay, Dark Samples, Sinners. You can buy Sean there. Just level 1 is all you need. She's not there for the damage. She just needs to apply that weak spot. And she does that at level 1. So if you do that, then bring your favorite damage dealer. I mean, obviously there are good damage dealers and bad damage dealers. Like Ying Ying's probably going to be really good on that stage. Bianca's obviously good on that stage. Augustus is good on every stage. So there are good and bad options when it comes to DPS, but just meeting the stage requirements, mostly just Sean. And then if you have other weak spot or if you have LL, you can use those as well. But like mostly just playing around Sean. Even if Sean's level 1, that's good enough. You just need to apply the weak spot. You don't need to do anything else with it. I'm not saying it's an easy stage, but I'm saying that's what you need. My 2 best damage dealers are Augustus and 11. Augustus is really good. That's what I cleared it with. 11 very much depends on if your 11 is reforged or not. Okay, last stage. The mobs have high defense and magic resist. Hit them with true damage or heal Rockduck to reduce resist. Oh, true damage, you say? True damage. I don't know what any of these things do yet, so I just picked 2 of them. True damage. Maxed out at Reforge. Yeah, you've got the damage then. You just need to apply more weak spots, which, you know, LL helps with, Sean helps with, and all the other weak spot people help with. Okay, I heard true damage, so we're doing true damage. We are going to run OO for easy consistency. And now we just put it on 3 times speed and AFK. Sorry, let me... Alright, now we AFK. Ah, nice. There it is, Catherine, Augustus, and O'Har, just over farming. Hold on, I actually do need to give her more Shattered Blades. There we go. Let me give her some more Shattered Blades. There he goes. Oh no! Okay, maybe it was a little bit troll for me to use all of my Shattered Blades without thinking. On 3 times speed. I didn't expect the stage to put up a fight. I guess that's my key takeaway here, is that I grossly underestimate the power of Data Crevice. Wow. Okay, let's go back and let's play it it on 2 times speed instead of 3 times speed. I got too cocky. I thought for sure it was just like put her down and call it a day. But I did in fact need to pay a little bit of attention. 2 times speed. And actually cancel her ultimate when it's not being used. Okay, cancel her ultimate. We get to use it again. Cancel her ultimate. Get to use it again. Cancel her ultimate. You get to use it again. Cancel her ultimate. We get to use it again. Cancel her ultimate. Use it again. And just repeat this process whenever things leave the screen. Cancel the ultimate. Use it again. Cancel the ultimate. Use it again. Just easily stay at 60 stacks the entire fight instead of 0 stacks the entire fight. So, there you go. That's the appropriate way to do it. Remember to cancel your guys' ultimate to preserve your Shattered Blades. That's probably like the best example that I can get out of like canceling Augustus. Going like all the way down to 0 for... and like losing at the tail end of the fight versus just staying at 60 the entire time. So... it is a timing trick to use the second ult 1 wave before the last one. Yeah. If anything, like, comes up, you just use that ECB to clear it. I mean, I guess this is so strong. If you have, like, the correct support pieces, she doesn't need much help. Okay, this stuff. Damage and core break and physical damage. So this is just Umber Core? Yeah, it even says recommended centers Umber Core. Total healing and defeat points. Mobs of high defense hit them with true damage. Okay, so this is interesting. Augustus, Kokolek, and healing. Interesting. That's actually a pretty difficult one to pull off. Like, healing and true damage don't have much synergy going with them, outside of Kokolek, who's not very strong right now. This last one, continually inflict control on enemies and deal maximum damage while they are controlled. Oh, so this is just Reforged 11 spam again. Man, it seems like every single data crevice is just like, hey, spam Reforged 11. Like, I don't get it. I don't know why they want Reforged 11 to be used as much as they do, but like every data crevice is Reforged 11, Reforged 11, Reforged 11. Why do they keep screaming about Ariel? Ariel's really good, but she requires her Reforge. So I haven't touched it, but it's really strong, like very, very strong. So, and like this is the place where you get Reforged materials. So like you're kind of expected to have the Reforges here. Or at least by the time you get to that stage, you're expected to have it. I don't think I need any more of those right now. I think I need these more. Okay, and we'll come back for these other materials. Infer alone can SS. Really? Like this like she does the damage while they're controlled and everything? That's surprising. And we'll reforge when apparently we're getting Zoya first. Zoya is getting her reforge. And I have zero idea how good it is. Nobody knows right now. It hasn't been play tested or anything. But Zoya is getting her reforge. And then Crash is too, and Crash, like, her reforge is so insanely just like rebuilds her entire kit from the ground up. They're just like, yeah, Crash in fact does not work. We're just replacing her ultimate entirely. Like, we're scrapping the ultimate. The ultimate doesn't work. We get it. We're giving her an entirely new ultimate because this one ain't it. So Crash is like Reforged Crash is just an entirely new character. Most of the Reforges, like especially 11. 11 is just like building on what 11 already did. Summer is building on what Summer already did. Bai Yi is kind of expanding on what Bai Yi already did. Crash, they're just like, fuck it, we messed up. Let's start over. Like, shadows were cool. Everything else was not. So we'll again, no promises or anything like how good Crash is, but she is getting Reforge. So, hi, I'm gonna mess up this one too. Demantify? Welcome. No, I mean, Infer alone covers the CC part of the challenge. Okay, that makes more sense, yeah. That makes a lot of sense. But I mean, if you're using Infer and you're trying to do damage, you might as well just throw on Reforge 11. Let's start with the Reforge 11 stage. Select my buffs. I don't know what my buffs are. Anything here that says summons? Wow, this one says true damage specifically. I don't see anything that says summons. When there are no centers, their skill damage increases, lifesteal increases. Interesting. If a center is the only one from their class, they get a bunch of stuff. Okay, sure, let's do that. And then make sure we only bring, we don't bring Stargazer, basically. The S-rank selector with blue. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. They're handing out a lot of selectors lately. Seems like every 3 months or so, they're handing out a new selector. Or at least that's what it feels like. Which I ain't gonna complain. Like, good for y'all. I don't really have much use for a selector unless it says Rahu in it, because you know I'm trying to get Rahu to S3, maybe even S4 when her Reforged comes out in a few weeks. So, like, okay, I'll show you guys my plan. First of all, I am on guarantee for the Collective Arrest banner. So, whatever S rank I get on that collective banner will be Rahu. So I'm excited for that. I'll be able to get her to S2. And then I am most likely going to gift pack. I've got 16 days to decide, but I probably am going to buy this $29 package and get a Rahu. Right, I can get... Where's her name? Yeah, there she is. I can get a Rahu here. And that'll get me... Where's Rahu? I'm trying to talk about Rahu. I just spent all my time looking for Rahu instead. Okay, so my guarantee on the collective banner will get me to S2. If I buy the pack, I'll get S3. And if I have the pools to spare, could also go for S4 and really, really just like cements the reforged Rahu. Because like I love Rahu. Rahu is great. She's one of my favorite centers. It was a big shame that she was so weak when she first released, but she's actually very, 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 very strong with her reforged. Still waiting on a red dress Augustus skin. Yeah. I don't know what they're waiting for. I thought for sure that it would be announced in the upcoming event, but it wasn't. I guess they're going to make it a 4-star skin or something. Like, it's just such an easy skin to release, right? Like the red skin Augustus, red breast Augustus. Like it's just the easiest slam dunk of a skin ever. So they're waiting for something. Like they have it, I'm sure. I'm sure they already have it. And they're just waiting for some reason to drop it on us. Okay, anyways, we are going to the Reforged 11 with 11 Shin, Infer, Eve. And then I chose the buff where I only want one of that class, so I'm not going to use Stargazer or Millie. Instead, I'm going to use... LL and... Who else? You know what? I am just going to slap down OO because OO is just easy. I don't have to think. I get an extra tank in case it's needed, and I can buff up 11 easily. Speaking of buffing up 11 easily, I should probably put on some crime brands. Congratulations, OO, you have crime brands now. Don't know where to put this. Playing on 2x speed, that's why everything feels so fast. Okay, and now we drop the Reforged 11. let this guy walk out a bit more. Because that guy's in the back for some reason. Okay, and we can't AFK per se, but we've got a really good setup here. There's so many cores to break on this stage, my god. They really want you to use Reforged 11. Like, really, really want you to use Reforged 11. This is made for her. Hey guys, if you haven't reforged your 11 yet, I'm not saying you have to. It might be a good idea. I'd be using Reforged 11 like every stage if I didn't have Augustus. But I have Augustus, so I use her every stage instead. That being said, Reforged 11 is very close to Augustus. But I am comparing like a level 90 to a level 70. And for those who, people love to bring up the S5 Augustus. S5 Augustus doesn't matter because I'm comparing S5 Augustus to an S4 11. So it's a level playing ground. I had some really angry people on some of those Augustus videos. You guys probably didn't see it because this is, in case you didn't know, I do delete some comments off my videos. If I get some like super salty or mad people, like they just come in and they're like, "This isn't a fair representation of," like I'm deleting your comment. Like if you like, you can criticize and you can like point things out if you want to, like sure, whoever, but like, who cares? But you can't come in here and like be angry and be mean, be like disrespectful and do like, "How dare you?" If you come at me like that, your comment's getting deleted. Like it happens. And I had a lot of people come at me with that kind of stuff because they're angry that I had S5 Augustus. I was like, okay, whatever, bro. Like, sure. Whatever floats your boat, man. You want to be angry, go be angry. Just don't do it in my comment section. It's just... God bless. It's just not even playing the game. I'm just spamming 11. There's just so many enemies for her to just continuously core break and keep going. By the time her energy wears out, she has like 1 billion powers to spend. Wow, you actually revealed cores this late into the fight? Oh, fuck. Like, bro, the fight is over. I've already double SS'd it. Why are you revealing your cores now? I mean, I guess I will pop the evil. I can't use if you're playing this for real, if you're like trying to hit max score, you have to play this entire thing on half speed because enemies just spawn and die so fast. Oh, she got stunned. That's why she didn't finish her attack. Makes sense. Okay, there we go. Um, 98.5% Drum Reforged 11. And obviously the double SS ranking on both accounts because it's crazy. Let me catch up on chat. Wasn't the showcase before you activated the shackles though? So I did do a preview of how, like, just on stream. I didn't make a video out of it, but on stream I made a preview of how like each shackled mattered and like what exactly each shackle was giving you. I never uploaded that as a video, and every single one of the videos I uploaded was at full S5 for Augustus. So I've only made S5 videos on Augustus. I haven't made a single like S1 or anything video on Augustus. But like some people were saying, you can't solo the stage with Augustus, and you only did it because your Augustus was S5. And it's like, bro, are you even looking at the buffs? Like, I'm not using the Augustus buff. Like, wait till next week. You can put the Augustus buff on, and your S0 Augustus can probably solo the stage too. Like, and then like the very next week, I upload like a 262 or something like that with the Augustus buff. Like, you can absolutely solo the stage with Augustus, even if your Augustus is not S5. It's not that absurd. We're waiting for the 4th anniversary for the red skin. Yeah, probably. Or half anniversary. I hope it comes as early as the half anniversary. I'm really hoping the Augustus skin comes soon. I think this is the first anniversary where the limited didn't come with the skin. I don't think Yao came with the skin, but I guess you're counting that as a half anniversary, so that makes sense. Yeah, because Darren was half anniversary. Shalom came out with the skin, and Zero came out with the skin. So yeah, this would be the only one where Augustus didn't come out with the skin. There's a collab announced. It's pretty rare for us to get collabs on global. So we'll see what happens there. How funny is it that Chief is going to have an Adelaide skin? That's something else. Why are people angry though? It shows that you use underleveled sinners. I don't get it personally, but no matter what happens, like somebody is going to leave a comment that's just like, you only did this because your skill levels are level 10. I'm using level 3 skills. Like, okay, level up your skills, buddy. I don't know what to tell you. Like, just like, don't know what to tell you. Okay, if your skills are level 3, that's your own problem. Like, whatever. I don't get it, and it's like the majority of commenters are fine, right? But every video that's like showing like an accomplishment or something, it's gonna have somebody who says like, me, my sinner's not me. Like, even if my sinner's S1, they're going to be like, yeah, you only did this because your sinner's S1. It's like, okay, like, who cares? Like, move on. Now, the first PTN creator, which says that there are some very angry tribalism people in the fandom. Oh, yeah, absolutely. There's some extreme people out there. Oh, Shackles, I thought this was about your level 70 rule. Yeah, I use level 70 rules so that people can, like, even if I am using an S5 Augustus, right? and you only have like an S0 or an S1 Augustus, right? I'm still only using level 70. So hopefully, even if you don't have S5, right, your level 90 will still work. And especially with like other centers, like when I first got Voltaire Blue was S1 level 70. If I can clear the stage with an S1 level 70 blue, then hopefully you can clear it with your S1 level 90 blue, right? That's the whole idea, is that people are able to do my things, because I'm doing it at a lower level, and if they have a level 90, like, they should be able to do it much easier than me. That's the whole idea. It kind of falls apart when I do go as deep as S5, but at the same time, like, you can achieve something similar with like an S1 90, right? It might not be 1-to-1, but it should be close enough. You have more patience than EKG. She banned me for saying only ECB level 1, by the way. Kind of sends the wrong message. Yeah, I guess. Was that like in reference to like a reforged oak or something that does matter? I don't know. EKG is done with people. I don't blame her, because like people, like, okay, some people might get caught in the crossfire, right? Because some people might just be like actively just like objectively pointing something out, not salty. But so many of these people are just like raging, like they're so mad, they're so angry that their whatever didn't get the same results. And it's like, bro, calm down. Jeez. Like, so what? She's a limited center. Why not pull as many copies as you can? If anything, just looking at Hella Shackles makes everything seem small to me now. Yeah, you can't please everyone, I guess. Yeah, that's ultimately what it comes down to. I'm not going to please everybody. Like, the biggest lesson there was like the story reviews that I posted, like the story tier list, and then like the story recap for the anniversary. People loved that video. People loved the story tier list, and people loved the anniversary story recap. That being said, it's like, also even though it has very good reception, it has more negativity than average, because people are just like, I don't care about story. Like, stop uploading story videos and make more reforged videos, idiot. And I'm just like, whoa, okay. Like, you calm down. It's just a video, bro. So I can't please anybody. I can't please everybody. I'm just making videos that I want to make, and then people can catch up later. First time seeing somebody live stream this game. There's a few live streamers. Like, I'm not very consistent with Path Nowhere live streams. So if I'm your first, like, I got blessed by the algorithm there. But there are others who do stream. Most of them are story streamers. But then you also have a few other people who will like take the new CN news, and they will like live stream their first impressions on like getting the CN centers in their hands. Yeah, chat will tell you. I'm not going to advertise for anybody right off the bat, but look in chat. You'll see some recommendations. And if you look up like Path Nowhere story or Path Nowhere live stream, you'll find other people who are doing this. I'm not the only one. And I don't think there's anybody in the community whose videos I don't recommend. I think everybody else who makes videos, like, yeah, they're absolutely worth watching. Even if they're like a different style. Like, everybody does have their own unique style to it. But I do recommend everybody's. I'm trying to think if there's anybody who I would like stay away from. I can't think of anybody who I would stay away from. Like, they're all great. Okay, healing and defeat point. So this one's going to be weird because it's going to be spam reforged or spam Augustus, but also spam healing. Yeah, last core for gameplay tutorials. Then you have, I will shout out XWides because I steal his content a lot. XWides, he does a lot of he doesn't necessarily show tutorials, but he's like, oh, hey, this thing just came out, like ROTD just came out. Here's how you do ROTD with like 4 teams. And then he's also been like branching into my kind of content a little bit, where he's like doing guides and other like news breakdowns and stuff like that. And he doesn't do any voiced content. It's all like text-based. but he does a really good job like gathering footage and showing that like all the teams can do it. He doesn't do like me, if I play a BFL stage, I play that BFL stage like 30 times, and I show you what like the best result of my BFL clears looks like. Like this is 30 rounds of practicing, and this is what it amounts to, right? This is like the peak of what I can do with my centers on this stage. XYs will very much just like clear a stage with Yao and be like, okay, I cleared the stage with Yao. He won't go back and optimize it, but he also, like in that same video, he's like, Yao cleared it, Reforged 11 cleared it, Eddie cleared it, Arcane Crit cleared it. Like, here's all the things that you can do, right? So it's a different style, but it's still like, oh yeah, 30 times is nothing. Here, let me show you. Broken front line, attempts 42, 74, and 114. You can see the attempts there right above the name. So like, yeah, you watch my videos, it's a lot of practice that goes into some of those. And to be fair, some of those, it's just like, you have to reset because of RNG, or you have to reset at the very beginning because like you just didn't get the empower over fast enough. Like you have to get that empower off at like 1 second in, and if you're late on that empower, you might as well just restart. So it's not like 114 like start to finish attempts, but it is like I clicked start 114 times. And most of this was just trying to get the Augustus solos off. But that was really fun. Yeah. Again, if you're watching my videos, like that's what's happening, right? It's me restarting 114 times trying to make a perfect clear. And that's just BFL. I don't think I restart anything else besides BFL. I guess I restarted the Tide of Ashes guide, and I guess we'll have another Tide of Ashes guide too, so I guess I'll restart that a few times and get that ranked out, but I never took BFL or the in-game too seriously until Arcane Crit came out, and that's when I started sweating a bit. Oh, yeah. Arcane Crit came out, and then Path Nowhere is just like, you have to use Arcane Crit or you lose. Burn got power crept instantly. Almost like Burn was instantly defeating the entire stage, and it felt good. And then Arcane Crit came out, and Burn was useless. I don't know how they pulled that off, but it was like, use Arcane Crit or bust. BTN is only lacking some lore tuber theory crafty making videos. Yeah, I can't think of anybody who's in that space who's just like a pure like story channel focusing on lore and interactions and like bringing up like references to Zoya in this chapter versus like the information that we know from this other event versus the information that we know from this obscure thing that Chief said. We don't have anybody doing that. Burn was so much harder to use. Yesn't. Yesn't. I mean, Yao was very easy to use, but the rest of it, yeah, it was a pain. And if you had to use like Hestia, and like you have to use Hestia fireballs, and you have to like move Hestia all over the map so that Hestia's targeting the right person with her fireballs, like that was really annoying. I don't want to do that shit again. Okay, let's do the true damage one. Let me catch up on chat again. Yeah, Oak, but she did not stop there. She created the whole shame post about me and openly called me the reason PTN streamers quit. You can read it. Holy shit. No, I'm not going to do a deep dive there, but rough. That's all I can say there. Rough. I mean, back in the day, I got into skirmishes with other P-Team creators too, right? Like, I know some people would appreciate this this lore drop. I like Silver. Silver's not here right now, but they would really appreciate this story. Back when the game first came out, I had a tier list running on Reddit that let people. It wasn't like super optimized or anything, but it was a tier list on Reddit that I maintained after every release, just to give people a general idea of like how strong the center is. And like I didn't have every center raised at that point. I was just using other people's videos and everything to try and form my best opinion. Anyways, I called Lamia bad, right? I had Lamia at like the bottom of the tier list. And I had her there for a very specific reason that was explained in that list, where it's like, Lamia is good to like clear the stage, to like do AoE damage if you don't have an S rank mage. But if you have like, if you already have the 3E team, if you already have this other team, if you already have like, I can't think of any, if you already have Shalom, right, then you don't need Lamia. Because Lamia is just there killing the mobs. And the good mages are killing the boss and the mobs at the same time, which removes Lamia's purpose. So Lamia is good until you have the good S-rank mages. Because then the S-rank mages are stealing Lamia's job and killing the boss. Right? That was my whole idea. That was the whole reason why I put Lamia so low on the tier list. And I stand by that today. Well, anyways, there was one creator in the space who just like started going off and like talking shit and like said some very not nice things about it. It was a long rant across several comments under that post, and then it created a whole channel. If you guys look up Path Nowhere Lamia right now, you'll see one guy who made like 1 billion Lamia videos, and he started his channel in response to me calling Lamia bad. Like the whole reason why there's a whole like Lamia Bible on S1N, right? If you guys go to S1N, you can find like a deep dive Lamia Bible guide, like love poem shrine thing. And it's all because like I said Lamia was bad, and the community was like, I'm gonna prove to this guy that Lamia is really good. It's like, okay, yeah, Lamia can do all this stuff, but if you have Shalom, like, she doesn't matter. Like, you're not refuting my initial point here, where like 3E removes the need for Lamia. Shalom removes the need for Lamia. You don't need Lamia. She's good if you have no other options, but she's bad if you do have those options. They never refuted that initial point, but you know, everyone tried to dunk on me, and there's a whole Lamia channel on YouTube now dedicated to trying to prove me wrong, but I never changed my stance. So anyways, that's the lore drop from like 2.5 years ago. Why all of your centers in level 70? I keep my centers at level 70 for a few reasons. The first reason was just like resources. Like I had, 100 something centers to raise, and it was easy to just give them level 70 and stop. But the reason nowadays is that like if somebody's trying to like make melee work and they're struggling to make melee work, I want them to see, like, watch one of my guides and know that I'm doing this with a level 70 melee, so their level 90 melee is going to be able to do it just fine. Right? Like, I want my guides to be as approachable as possible. I don't want to make like a video that's like, use melee here because she's able to one-shot the wave, and then they go to their melee and melee does not one-shot the wave because their melee is level 70 and my melee is level 90, right? That changes the game fundamentally, very drastically. So if I can do it with my level 70, you can do it with your level 90 or whatever else you have. And that's kind of the idea of keeping my centers at level 70 nowadays. I do have to break that with certain centers. The reforges do have to be level 90 to get access to the reforge. So assuming if you see a reforge, assume that it's all like 90 maxed, right? 70 to 90 is a huge stat stick, so it makes it yes. And like it's one of the weird things about Augustus, because like on others, that 70 to 90 jump matters a lot. On true damage centers, it doesn't matter as much, because like let's go to like, I'm going to use Rahu. Rahu's base attack is 427, right? If the Dark Zone boss has 400 defense, Rahu is doing 27 damage. But if you level Rahu up to 90 and she gets to like 500 attack, then she's doing 100 damage, right? And that's a 4 times increase in her damage from 70 to 90. Most people don't realize just how good those stats are when the boss's defenses get high. And on these type of centers, it really matters that you have them high level. But then you go to like Corrin. Let me use Corrin as an initial example. Corrin already has like this massive attack stat, and on her abilities, she's already ignoring defense. She ignores 180 physical defense, and her ECB also shreds armor. So like on Corrin, getting her to level 90 doesn't matter as much because she's ignoring armor anyways. And you don't really need the stats from that attack. It's still nice, but it's not as important because you're already overcoming that defense with armor penetration and armor shred. And if you go to someone like Augustus, her level 90 isn't as impactful either because she's doing true damage and defenses don't mitigate this, right? So if I go Augustus from like 70 to 90 and she gets bonus like 100 attack, she's doing more damage, right? She has 100 more attack. She is doing more damage, but it's nothing like Rahu literally quadrupling her damage because her attack is so low. So it's interesting to see how different centers behave with the static nature of defenses reducing your damage by a flat amount. That's an interesting thing to see that is not brought up too much because nerdy math numbers are hard to quantify. And also people get angry. People get real angry. I don't know why people get so angry, but they get angry. Okay, Lady Pearl. Okay, so we're doing true damage and we need healing. So do I bring a second healer? What do you guys think? Second healer? Do I bring Hamill too? Obviously I bring Singlinde, because I'm never not going to bring Singlinde. And then I probably need more energy to keep up the true damage. So let's try this and see how it goes. I have to put Prime Brands on everybody, of course. Got healing. Got the set, got that set. You need something after glow will work. It's probably not the best set here. Because it's going to last longer than 30 seconds. Let's do City of Sins. Let's do Heavy Contamination, wherever that is. And then for the first slot, I don't know, it's Path of Doom, sure. That's skill damage. Murky Cave, Overthrown Tower. It literally doesn't matter what you bring. So I'm going to bring Premonition. There you go. Doesn't matter. That first one, it's just kind of there. Now for you, I want Ignition and then Spawn, sure. So I'm just healing and defeating a certain number of enemies. Okay. Oh, specifically also heal the duck. Got it. Make sure the duck is healed. I didn't bring any core breaking because I'm using Augustus, but they are very much encouraging me to bring some core breaking. I'm going to get more defeat point if I actually let them spawn for a little bit because I'm just wasting a bunch of Shattered Blades on nothing. Like, I should be managing my stacks a little bit better and let them, like, walk out to me if need be. That way I can maintain, like, maximum stacks as high as possible. Well, I'm easily going to get the defeat points because we're using Augustus. I'm not convinced on the healing because I'm only using 2 healers. But maybe 2 healers is enough. And again, I'm trying to be cautious of the Shattered Blades. Not exactly sure how fast I'm burning through them. But we've almost S to the defeat point already. Or double S to the defeat point already. It looks like I'm overkilled on that front. Yeah. So now it's just make sure that I don't leak and hope I heal enough. I only brought 2 healers because I didn't really know how much to balance. But it looks like you don't need much on the offense and you should bring like triple healer. I would bring if I was like redoing the stage, I would still bring Augustus, Singlinde, and LL, but I would trade out Lady Pearl for a third healer. That's what I would do. That's different. And if you can't do that, I would do a core breaking team, and I would run Ariel, and I would spam Ariel ult. Because there's a lot of cores on this stage. There's a lot of like SP left for the taking. And if you're running Ariel and you just turn all of that SP into healing on the duck, you're going to do very good. Koklik? Yeah, I'm sure Koklik works too. It's a little weird doing Koklik because you have to like move around to like catch everything. Like there's a lot of... They're not coming from one centralized point. So that kind of makes Koklik a little difficult to juggle. But I'm sure it works because she does the damage and the healing. That being said, it looks like we're going to be able to double SS with our current setup, so I don't need to go back and like refine this team. But if you guys are struggling, that's what I would recommend, right? The same team, replace Lady Pearl with a third healer, or bring a core breaking team and use Ariel ults like crazy. If you guys are struggling. Like, I'm not even managing the LL ultimate and Shin ultimate. Like, I could be doing a lot more to increase the healing, but we've already got the double SS, so it doesn't much matter. Okay, easy peasy. I was a little worried about the healing because I wasn't sure, again, I wasn't sure like how much I'd have to balance the healing and the true damage, but it turns out we had a correct balance. I brought Zero, never had to stop Augustus from ulting. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I didn't expect there to be so many cores. But yeah, there's a ton of cores. You can easily like maintain Zero and another. Okay, last one is damage and core break and physical damage, which is just arcane crit, or not arcane crit. It's just I didn't even change my buffs. I wasn't using the true damage buff. So I'm sure that if I use the correct buffs, that's also way easier. But I definitely did not use this. When receiving healing, the Cinder's true damage increases by that, increasing 100 times, and the healing received increases by that, stacking 100 times. Like that makes that stage a lot easier. I didn't use that, so you use that too. Okay, but this is just Umber Core, and we're going to use core breaking and sure. Core breaking and energy income, sure. Do I have an Umber Core preset still? Probably not. Kind of Umber Core-y. Kind of. We'll use it because Necresta Hell is new and shiny. I'm just going to replace Cabernet with Braves. Okay. And everybody has crime brands on. Oh, shifting through crime brands is so annoying sometimes. Specifically when we're doing data crevice, because there's just so much to filter through. Path of Doom, sure. Then I want City of Sins and Contamination if I can find it. Okay, next up, yep. 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 I don't know, just bring THC. Okay, there we go. Hopefully this Fox doesn't do too much damage because I am tanking with a Checks Notes 0, an Umbra unit. That's annoying. We really had to have 5 cores and not 6? Like, that's super annoying. I need 6 cores to stay in the Parfait state permanently. So I was one short of getting a free ride there. That's the wrong button. And I did that in the wrong order. I'm playing this very poorly, just so everyone's aware. I'm not playing this well. I could use Bai here, but it's the same thing. It's like, do you use Bai or do you use Zero? They're functionally the same character right now. I mean, Bai's stronger, but you have to use like different teammates to support her. Like Bai is just the crit variant of Zero. They're functionally the same thing. I'm still playing this poorly. Like, don't watch this if you want to see riveting Hella gameplay, because I'm not good with Reforged Hella, or not Reforged, with Necresta Hella. I don't really like Necresta Hella, to be honest. I know that's kind of sacrilegious to say right now, but it be the truth. Not a big fan of the Necresta Hella. Okay. Yeah, that was poor performance. Yeah, they recommend number core, but don't give you 6 cores to maximize parfait. Yeah. For performance, I don't think I recommend Umbra Core for that stage, honestly. I mean, I know I don't play. Again, don't come for me for help with the new Hela. I'm not the guy. But I feel like I could have done a lot better with different centers. Specifically physical damage while their core broken. Interesting. I'm thinking of like other options for like physical core breaking. Conclusion, use bleed. Honestly, probably. Like I was thinking Drea, but Drea's going to run out of her M value. I was thinking Bai Yi, but Bai Yi's going to do the same thing. Darren crit. I mean, sure, that's just a weaker Bai Yi though. Like, let's go through the list real quick. Umbra Core did decent, but not very well. I'm sure Bai Yi would do much better if you went full into the crit stuff, but even then, like, it's hard to maximize Bai Yi. Yeah, it does have to be physical damage. I'm sure Summer is actually fine here if you, like, run maximized Summer, and then you just use the core breaker. Yeah, like, just run Summer, and then, like, people who can break 5 cores, and just let Summer go crazy with, like, Jelena and Lady Pearl and Moore and all the others, right? Like, I'm sure that works fine. And then Bleed, I think Bleed is the best option, honestly. I mean, Bleed's, like, the strongest team. Outside of, like, Umbra Core and Bleed are fighting for first place right now. But I think the answer is just Bleed on this stage. Because Umbra Core is not doing it. Let's try it. Okay, that will work good enough. He didn't give off. That's such a weird interaction. I don't think it matters. I think Jasmine can tank him just fine. But it's so weird that he just walks right past Levy. Even though he's a 3x3, he's just walking down center lane. It's a really weird interaction for me. Actually, no, I can't do that because I need him to attack Levy. So that Levy can apply his thing. I need him to hit Levy, so we'll do it like this. You don't need... I don't even know what Levy's Reforge does, honestly. I don't think you need it at all. Like, Bleed is the best physical team right now, even without the Reforge. I can only imagine it gets stronger with the Reforge. So, I don't think it's needed in the slightest. No. It's going to leak. Okay, I just wait a second longer so she goes into her state, and then I will whack him. Should probably copy him because he's got 5 bleeds. Just like dump it on this wave. The next wave he's going to do a core break phase, so I can core break him, then dump. Can you summon your next wave, please? Thank you, sir. And I'm going to dump all my energy to do it again. Probably not the best idea to dump my energy to do it again, but that's what I ended up doing. It's probably better to just sit on that energy for the next wave. But we'll find out soon, I guess. Well, we get S much sooner. The Umbra Core team being beaten by Bleed on their own stage does not feel good, I will say that much. I think I just leaked these two again. Like, I don't think these waves on the side matter. What, I drop some energy here. Okay, I said they don't matter, but I will wait for the smackdown on this one. I still don't think we're going to get triple S, but it's definitely easier this way. And even if I'm playing it terribly, like I don't have core breaks prepared for this stage, even though we're playing it terribly and leaking things, like it's better. We're doing it easier. And I think that goes for something. Oh, I didn't even core break him. Yeah. It doesn't matter. We already got the S rank. So yeah, I don't know what the correct answer here is, like the double S answer, but is Jasmine a must? Yeah. If you're running Bleed, you need the full Bleed team. You need all 5 members. Yeah, absolutely. So for that stage, good luck getting triple S. I'm not getting it, but you know, I got S. That's good enough for me. If I, you know, one thing that would probably help is if I actually looked through my buffs and chose buffs that actually make sense. And if I went back to these original stages and did the hard mode when that comes out in the second half of the season. But, you know, watch out your buffs. Make sure you're doing everything correctly. But at the end of the day, Umbra Core Bleed will do just fine. I didn't get double S with them, but that doesn't mean you can't. And double S is mostly bragging rights anyways. So okay, and we can finish off buying those and finish off buying these. We are prepared for Reforged Rahu. Okay, and now all we have left is the ROTD from last week. Triple SSS or nothing? Bro, I ain't got the shackles or the levels for that shit. Core break reasons? Something. I couldn't tell you. I'm not that deep into it. I know, like, there are some people out there who are doing the, like, triple SS and, like, hitting 300 mil in Tide of Ashes, and they kind of have, like, this, if you're not hitting 300 mil in Tide of Ashes, then you're just bad. And I'm not saying that's coming from the creators, to be fair. Like, to clarify, that's coming from, like, the commenters. There are some people out there who are like, oh, you're using Reforged Summer and not hitting 300 million? What the fuck is wrong with you? It's like, bro, it's not that serious. Like, calm down. I don't think those people understand, like, what they're doing and, like, how much shackles really matter when it comes to that kind of stuff. But, like, most people are not hitting 300 mil in Tide of Ashes. Even if they have Reforged Summer in the perfect team comp, even if they had all the shackles, most people are not doing it. And when it comes to stuff like triple SS, like most people are not hitting triple SS regularly. Like even if I have like a reforged character at S4 who's like made for that stage, I'm not triple SSing it regularly. Like it's not a regular thing. I'm not saying it's just whales who can do it, but it's the whales who are consistently doing it, right? They have level 90s, max skills, everything, and like near max shackles on everyone. I see S4 demon shield stack stuff, and I'm like, that's great, but I'm never going to roll for him. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's just not going to happen for most players. And like even the video I made like last week or this week or something like that, where I hit max score in this stage using Augustus. I understand that most people, even if they have like my same exact team, are not going to hit 10 million on this, right? Like that's is an irregular thing. Even if I am using level 70 S5 Augustus, right? People with level 90 S5 Augustus will still struggle to hit 10 million, right? That's it's not that serious. Most people are not trying to hit that 10 million because you're getting your rewards at 5 million, and why would you go any harder? So anyways, ROTD. Augustus normal attack increases, recover 1 stack per second. Attack bonus provided by stack of Echo is doubled. Noted. Necresta when allied units break the core of a mob, Necresta recovers energy and increases skill damage. Interesting. Ying Ying skill damage increases, blah 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 blah. I don't care. Jelena 40% attack speed boost, 20% attack boost, and recover 1 energy with each crit hit. That's nice. Who makes use of that? Is that just like a Reforged Summer? Just go crazy? Okay, so I think what we're going to do is that we're going to use Augustus on this first stage. We'll use Zero on the second stage, and we'll use Jelena against the boss stage. This is from Millie's event. This is I Was Born to Shine from Honey Knight. Augustus solo? Probably Augustus solo. Let's try it. Let's try Augustus solo. Last Stand. Now okay, so an unfortunate thing here, right? My Augustus is S5, which means she burns through Shattered Blades faster. So I might actually run out of blades because I consume them so quickly. Right, that's a real thought that we have to contend with here. Oh, my tablet's dying. You guys saw the notification. If you didn't, you can rewind and see it. But my tablet's dying. And so we're gonna have to speedrun this shit. Okay. Augustus in the back, she's gonna ore farm, and we're gonna hope that she doesn't run out of Shattered Blades. ×3 speed. Can she do it? I ran out of Shattered Blades, no. Okay, hold on, let me get some Shattered Blades. Okay, so if you guys are struggling on this season of ROTD, just have Augustus. I don't always tell you, it's just that easy sometimes. Sometimes the advice is just have the correct people. Okay, that's my advice for ROTD. Have Augustus. Thumbs up. Okay, I do want to do that stage one more time. Just to see what happens with, like, Augustus and Singlinde, so that I don't run out of Shattered Blades. Because, like, one of the big problems there is that my Augustus is S5 and she's burning through the blades faster than she's given them. But what happens if she actually just has a steady supply of Shattered Blades? Where is... I cannot find her Crime Brand set. There it is. No, that's not the correct Crime Brand set. Whatever. Doesn't matter. I'm still running out of Shattered Blades. Holy fuck, man. My score is actually lower. Oh, it's the same. Yeah, S5 issues right there. That's crazy. I must have done something different, but I'm playing on 3x speed, so I can't tell what's actually happening. Drowning in success, yeah, absolutely. That's actually, there's a real downside there, right? Like, you do the damage faster, that's a good thing, but you also run out of blades. So, anyways, we're moving on to, let's do the Jelena buff with Reforged Summer, and just burn through some bosses real quick. We will do Power, I guess. And then we'll do Reforged Summer. We'll bring Jelena, obviously. We'll put Hamel here just in case we need to be healed. And then Rahu. And who for the last two? We need core breaking. So we're going to bring... Let's do Lysandra for core breaking. And then let's do Gekabijin. There we go. Cool team. No, that's Labyrinth, not Gekabijin. Labyrinth, get out of here. Gekabijin. And you are going to have... Where's Inversion Slash? You're going to have Inversion Slash. Oh. Lysandra, let's give you a Heartache. Bro, I can't find my crime brands. Every time I organize my crime brands, I make a video showing, like, hey, these are the crime brands you should use on this character. And I, like, group them specifically for that character, but it messes up my order and I can never find anything ever again. The Heartache is down here for some reason. I don't know why it's so down low, but it's down low. Jelena, I'm sure, is fine. Hamel, I'm sure, is fine. Rahu... I have, like, specific Rahu crime brands that I never get a chance to use because I don't use Rahu that much, unfortunately. There's my Rahu crime brands. And you should run the... I'm just going to find it. You need to run Judgment. Okay, I'm sure everything else is fine. I can just use your ECB, that's right. Did I read something wrong? And recover 1 energy with each crit hit. Is it not counting the drones? Is it just Summer? She's not getting that much energy. Do I have to dodge this? Because I don't want to. Don't have to, so I'm not going to. That hurt. Okay, bro. Okay. Jesus. Stop beating my ass, please. Jesus. Guy's showing no mercy. Okay. This is not an optimized Reforged Summer or anything. This is just Reforged Summer with Jelena's buff from the ROTD season, and it's more than enough. By more than enough, I mean we just barely hit the score. But, you know, we're not doing anything fancy. We're not doing anything special. We're just kind of swinging at them with a Reforged Summer. And like 4 people not doing anything except existing. Rahu, Lysandra, Gekabajin, and Hamel are just kind of there. So, yeah. %90 done by Summer. Okay, let me catch one chat. Pro to do exactly 53,000 twice. That takes skill. True. I did that very intentionally. No, I'm not messing around. I'm debating building Stargazer Reforged, but low-key just want to wait for Serpent and Adela instead. Serpent and Adela come out in like 3 weeks, so you might just want to save on to it for now. Not as good as Adela, so it's a good choice to wait for Adela Reforged. Her Reforged can make Adela way more consistent from what I saw. Yeah, Reforged Adela is like one of the strongest centers in the game. She's like top 3. She's absurd. it's silly how good Reforged Adela is. The resource limit on the Reforged materials makes me super picky. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. The community says Nox is really good. It is really good, but it's also like, Reforged Nox can be replaced by other centers if you have other centers. Like, you don't need Reforged Nox. You don't need Nox's ultimate. You don't need her core break on an ECB, and you don't need her buffs if you have those options available elsewhere. But Nox does have all of that in a really nice, convenient one-center package, where if you don't have a wide roster, then Reforged Nox is very, 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 very good. Because she has a bunch of pieces built into one kit, whereas other centers, you need to, like, have Infer, you need to have this character, you need to have that character, and they all come together to work as a team, whereas Noxus has it all on one character. Are you pulling for Tragodia, or are you done with Arcanines? I already pulled for Tragodia. Got him. He's now E2 60 with his module. Got him at Mastery 2 on Skill 2. I don't have the resources for Mastery 3. I'll wait till after the event is over to Mastery 3 Tragodia. But yeah, I have him. I am down to like 0 pulls now. I spent 50 pulls on Tragodia. I didn't get a single S rank. And then I bought 1 ticket out of the event shop and did 1 single pull, and it was Tragodia. So we got Tragodia, that's cool. Dude's broken as hell. Don't know why they made a character that fucking strong, but there he is. Hi, Gold City, Temp Void. Which of these crime brands is worth getting first? I don't know what either one of those are, so I'm going to say neither. Let me look real quick what those crime brands are. But I think they're both like whatever, who cares crime brands. Golden City. When dealing core break damage increases the damage, blah, blah, blah. Golden City's whatever. I don't recommend Golden City. And then the other one you said was Temp Void. I don't even know what Temp Void is. Oh, Tempestuous Void. Tempestuous Void you should absolutely get if you have Drea or Pilgia. If you have Drea or Pilgia, Tempestuous Void is like best in slot and is used all the time. Nox is very friendly to players. That's why she's at the top of the tier. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. That being said, like, I don't use Nox much, and even if I did have a Reforge, I probably still wouldn't use her much because she's restricted to physical teams, and even then, like, the stuff that she can do can be found in other centers as well. So, like, you don't need Nox. But if you don't have that many options, then Nox does everything in one really nice, convenient package, and it's very nice to see. Okay, last ROTD stage, and then I probably have to head out because my tablet's dying. So we'll do 0 here, and we'll bring all of our best people and try and make 0 work. New Shin skin? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that one's going to be a big hit. We just do the Hellenic team. I don't know why I have Cabernet on this Hellenic team. Cabernet, remove, and put on... Who do I put on? Just Graves, call it a day. Works for me. Permanent. 0 buff feels so good. Woo, 6 cores. We just maxed out Parfait just like that. Woo! I used this buff on the right fucking stage. That's for fucking sure. Jesus. I did not expect there to be so many fucking cores all over the place. This is fucking great. Now this is fun. I'm not the biggest fan of Necresta Hella, but when she can do all that, that's where it's fun. I like Necresta Hella more for mobbing than I do for bosses, which is kind of sacrilegious because everyone talks about like how good Hella Necresta is at bosses. But, like, honestly, she's nothing special against bosses. But she is something incredibly special for these waves. Like, actually makes a huge difference in these wave content, where she's like replaceable in boss content. I don't know what's happening, I'm just spamming. Probably should be waiting for like 3 to spawn. Like, I don't know how many people are spawning out of each area, so I'm like wasting a lot of energy because I'm not sure when I should be ulting. Like, do I ult after 2 or do I ult after 3? That's a big question. Apparently there I ult after 2. For everywhere else it's been ult after 3. So like this guy, again, I should ult after 2. And does that count as 2, or is there 2 more coming? This is the ROTD question. When do you ult for the fastest possible time? Like, surely there's a second Fox that comes out, right? Yeah. And there's a third Fox that came out, so I wasted energy there when I didn't need to. And it's little things like that that make ROTD, if you're trying to like score max in it, you really have to memorize the stage. ROTD isn't really competitive when it comes to score maxing. Dark Zone used to be really competitive. People like had a lot of fun just maximizing Dark Zone scores unnecessarily. People still do that. Like, I still do that. It used to be way more popular. It's kind of with the changes to Dark Zone, where Dark Zone gives you the automatic score, the competition in Dark Zone kind of fell off. People stopped caring because they just got their maximum rewards for the season and went home. But when you had to do it every single week, every single day, people really cared about like Dark Zone maximization, and it was a fun little community thing to do to like try and get the absurdly high max scores possible. People still do it, again, it's just not as common. But if you do want to min-max, you have to like study the stage like this one. You got to know when to spend your energy, how much energy you can spend, all that other stuff. It's a lot of memorization and prep work that goes into it. Perma 0, yeah, there you go. Christmas lights strobing all over the screen, yeah, absolutely. Smaller ones come in more groups, so, but Perma Zero, yeah, Perma Zero is very fun. Dark Zone was very much dreaded before the update to rewards. Yeah, the update was still very good, right? Like, I don't fault them for doing that update. It definitely breathes more life into the game. But like that sub community that was doing the Dark Zone stuff, that kind of dissipated. I mean, like, all things come with trade-offs. So like losing that community, it's fine because you got so many more people into the larger Path to Nowhere community because they didn't have to participate in that sub community. Like it was a good thing that happened, but it still happened. Why do I use FemChief? I like women. Got me. I like women. Oh, yep. There's the 5% warning. So I'm going to finish up my dailies and call it there. You think here, Parma runes for the stuff? Yeah, sure. What do I need? I still need reticle stuff. Gentlemen, we got him. Cue music. That's hilarious. Can I recommend a non-gacha game? Sure, absolutely. Go ahead. Just started playing the game. In my team, I only have Cabernet, Augustus, and Nakella. I just got a free S tier center. What center should I pick? If you're... Oh, you already have Cabernet. I was going to recommend Cabernet. If you already have Cabernet, then I recommend Hamel. Hamel is just a really comfy healer. But if you don't need a healer, then just pick whichever one looks the prettiest. There's no wrong answer when it comes to... I have Dispatch like in my Steam cart that I haven't pulled the trigger on it, but I was watching one of the streamers that I watch regularly. I was watching him play it, and I was like, damn, this game looks fucking good. And I'm watching him play it, and he's like making slightly different choices than I would make. Like, you know, it's his game. He makes whatever choices he wants. I'm not backseating or anything. I'm just enjoying the show. But I'm like, damn, I want to play now, and like, I want to see how the game responds to what I would have done instead of what he would have done. So like, Dispatch is on my watch list, and we'll see if I pull the trigger on it. I probably won't stream it for a few reasons. One of them is because there's some very not safe for work stuff in Dispatch. If you guys have seen it, you guys know. And next week is already booked for Risk of Rain 2. So yeah. That's going to be today's stream. We got the Data Crevice and the RotD out of the way, so all the seasonal game modes. And then next week, when we do Variety Sunday again, it's going to be Risk of Rain 2. The Risk of Rain 2 DLC comes out on Tuesday, and I'll be playing it then, but I won't be streaming it until Sunday. So, fun fact, this channel started as a Risk of Rain 2 channel. This channel was really just, I used to stream on Twitch, and I would stream Risk of Rain 2 on Twitch, and then I would just upload like the full VODs or whatever from Twitch onto YouTube. And that's like where this channel kind of started. So if you guys like Risk of Rain 2, I've got some really old Risk of Rain 2 videos on the channel, like some really old ones. One of them's 13 hours long, so, But yeah, we'll be returning with Risk of Rain 2 next week to play that new DLC. It's gonna be really fun. Outside of that, I don't have any plans. I'm not sure when the Hella Guide's gonna come out. Honestly, I'm not even sure if I'm gonna release the Hella Guide, because just not really feeling like I want to release the Hella Guide, honestly. But it might come out. We'll see what happens. But next up is the Reforges and Seto. So Seto is just like the easiest S0 ECB0. Everybody should get Seto. If you have any pools at all, you should get Seto. Just one copy of Seto and like just get the ECB one. She's very low investment, but she's very, 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 very good. So that's coming up like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, something like that. And then we got the Reforges with Rahu and Adela shortly after that. I don't think I'm going to touch Reforged Serpents, but I might touch Reforged Serpent. We will see how. I think my tablet just straight died on me. Yeah, it's black screen because my tablet's dead. So I'm going to go put that on the charger. Yeah, Seto, low invest, good return. Yeah, absolutely. Works on Umbra Core and works on true damage teams. But both teams very, very good, very, very high in the meta, both very, very good. If you don't have those two teams, just having her as like a core breaker, good enough. So get Seto, she's good. But I will see you guys next time. Peace.